Hey guys, it's Miss Bianchi here. Today we are going to be doing Chapter 1, Section 2 notes, and we're working on solving multi-step equations. Okay, so the learning target today is at the end of today's lesson, you should be able to solve a multi-step equation. Now remember, when we want to solve a multi-step equation, we still want to find the value of the variable. Okay, so we want to find out what the letter represents. Okay, so we have to get it all alone on one side of the equation to be able to figure this out. And if we want to think about an equation as a balance scale, both sides have to remain equal. So what you do to one side on the equation, you have to do to the other. Remember, if you want to get the variable by itself, you need to get rid of or cancel out the numbers that are on the same side as the variable. And again, what we do to one side, we do to the other. So number one, I have 3x minus 8 is equal to 4. Now, looking at this problem, I know that I want to get x by itself, so I need to get rid of that 8, and because that's minus 8, I need to add 8 to both sides, okay, because the opposite of negative 8 is positive 8, and that will cancel. So I'm just left with my 3x being equal to, and then 4 plus 8 is 12. And then again, I want x all by itself. This is 3x or 3 times x. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So I have x is equal to 4. All right, number 2, I have b over 2, or b divided by 2, minus 4 is equal to 26. Again, I want that b by itself, so I'm going to get rid of the negative 4 first. Okay, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides. I like having this line down the middle so that I can separate both sides of the equation so I know I'm keeping it equal. That will cancel. So I'm left with b over 2 is equal to 30. Remember that a fraction is technically a division problem, so in order to get rid of the denominator here, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, which would just be 2, and I'm going to do that to both sides, okay? Now that'll cancel there, and I have b is equal to 60. All right, number 3, 5y plus 4 minus 2y is equal to 9. Now I can do this one of two ways, but what I like to do first is to combine like terms, and a like term would be my y's, okay, because they both have a y. I have 5y minus 2y, which is 3y's, and that positive 4 has to come down, and that is equal to 9. Okay, now I want to get y by itself still, so I'm going to get rid of that positive 4 by subtracting 4 on both sides. The 3y comes down. 9 minus 4 is 5. And then you would divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the 3 that is multiplying y. And then you get y is equal to 5/3. So you kind of have fractions. All right, number 4. I have 14 is equal to 3 times the quantity x minus 2 plus 5. Now, I can do this one of two ways, but I'm going to go ahead and distribute first. That 3 gets multiplied to both terms. So that 14 will come down. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And then that positive 5 is still being added, so that has to come down as well. Now, looking at this problem, I can combine like terms. I have 2 constants, or 2 numbers. So I have 14 is equal to 3x, and then if I have negative 6 plus 5, I really have negative 1. Again, I want x all by itself, so in order to do that, I'm going to add 1 to both sides. I get 15 is equal to 3x. Again, I want to get x by itself, so the opposite of multiplication is division. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So I have 5 is equal to x. Okay, go ahead and flip it over. All right, number 5. I have 1/2 x minus 9 is equal to 25. Again, I want x all by itself. So I'm going to get rid of that negative 9 by adding 9 because that's the opposite operation. That 1/2 x will come down. 25 plus 9 is 34. And in order to get rid of this fraction, I want to multiply by the reciprocal, which is just 2. And I'm going to do that to both sides. That cancels, and I'm left with x is equal to 68 because 34 times 2 is 68. All right, number 6 we're not gonna do, so don't worry about that one. All right, the height in feet of a tree after x years is 1.5x plus 15. After how many years is the tree 24 feet tall? Okay, now they gave me the equation here, and this is saying that the height is this, so h is that. H is equal to that, because the height after the tree is that, okay? After how many years is the tree 24 feet tall? Well, this is already giving me the height, right? 24 feet tall is the height, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in for h. So I have 24 is equal to 1.5x plus 15. Okay, the height is h, and we don't know x years, and they're asking how many years. Okay, so that's why we're solving for x here. Again, I want x all by itself, so I'm going to get rid of that constant, which is the 15. We had positive 15, so I'm subtracting 15 from both sides. 24 minus 15 is 9. So I have 9 is equal to 1.5x. Again, I need x all by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 1.5. And 9 divided by 1.5 is going to give you 6. So after 6 years, the height will be 24 feet tall. All right, and our very last problem of the day, I have used the table to find the number of miles x you need to run on Friday so that the mean number of miles run per day is 1.5. Okay, mean number, just a review, that means the average. And when I want to find the average of something, I would need to add everything up and then divide by how many numbers I had, okay? So I have 2 miles one day, plus 0 on Tuesday, plus 1.5 Wednesday, plus 0 Thursday, plus x on Friday. Now, when I want to find the average, I need to add them up and then divide by how many numbers I have, and I have 5. So I'm going to put that in a fraction, okay? And they want the average, so once I add them up and divided by how many, the average would be 1.5, so that means I'm setting this equal to 1.5. Now I need to add it up. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 1.5 is 3.5. 3 plus 5.0 is just 3.5, but then I have my plus x. So I have 3.5 plus x, and then divided by 5. That stays in the denominator. That is all equal to 1.5. Again, I want x all by itself, so I'm going to multiply both sides by that denominator first so that I get rid of the fraction. My numerator will stay, so I have 3.5 plus x is equal to, and 1.5 times 5 is 7.5. Again, I need to get x all by itself, so I'm going to subtract that 3.5 because that's positive. okay? And then I get x is equal to 4. Now I can always check my work by plugging it back in. So I had 3.5 plus 4, that would be my x, right? And that's over 5 is equal to 1.5. 7.5 divided by 5 is 1.5, so I know that I did it correctly. All right, guys, that's all for today. Please feel the need to, if you feel the need to reach out and ask any questions, go ahead. I hope this all makes sense to you, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.